Hey, everybody, welcome back to Shay Renee Online, where we discuss food, fitness, and reality TV. Today, we're going to talk about Talk to the Braids, okay? Talk to the Braids, okay? On Real Housewives of Potomac, season 6, episode 8. All right, so let's get into it and get the show started. All right, and as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate everybody that comes over and listens to all the raggedy ass things I have to say. And speaking on being raggedy, this is just my raggedy ass opinion. If you've never watched my channel before, you're going to learn today that when I say what I got to say, it's just...
Good for me. That's my opinion! Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you?
All right, so this is just my opinion. So moving right along now that we've got all the dirty work done. All right, so in episode 8, it starts off where Wendy goes upstairs and the takeout comes. Okay, Robin says, "We're mad. Are we mad at Ashley?" And then because she just came in here and dropped the bomb and left. Okay, so basically they're all still kind of stewing about after the whole situation where Wendy just really read Giselle for all the filth in the nation, okay? And Wendy's just like, I'm not about to break bread with this hoe and all whatever with this broad, all of this. She was pissed, okay? She was not over it, and I don't think she's gonna be over it no time soon, okay? So Karen, Wendy, and Ascala end up taking their food to go because Wendy just cannot. I don't think she could have got the food down because she just didn't want to be around Giselle. All right. So at the house, Wendy says she doesn't want to talk about it. Then Karen says Giselle feels like she can butt fuck you and roll over you, which Karen and her little comebacks this season she been getting a lot better. And it's just like right off the cuff with this woman. Like she doesn't even have to take much time to think about it. I like it. Okay. So moving right along, it goes back to Giselle at the house, and Giselle says Wendy is probably at the cottage crying on Karen's shoulder, and the cameras show that Wendy actually is crying, which production is very shady because y'all seem to be trying to connect every time Wendy is crying with when Giselle says she's crying, because you did that last episode too. Okay, y'all shady. Don't be messing with this woman's emotions. She is really hurt. Okay, Giselle over here messing with her husband and her children. She ain't got time for that good Giselle. Okay, stop messing with her. So moving right along, Candace tells Giselle that Eddie is a sore spot for Wendy. So they need to be sensitive to that because basically, Candace is kind of like, y'all are just kind of bullying her. And y'all need to just stop. Knock it off already because this is my trip. I want to have a good time. And I really ain't trying to be dealing with y'all foolishness. And Ascala says she's surprised how Robin is acting with Giselle and how she is constantly defending her. I think Ascala is friends with Robin on a real note, and I think she's starting to get a whiff of just how much Robin is up Giselle's butthole for real, okay? So I don't think she's seen this side of Robin, where Robin is just kind of like taking on somebody else's persona, protecting people without doubt, just basically being somebody's lackey, and that somebody is Giselle. So I don't know if Ascala really respects the fact that Robin is doing that, or she's really just having a epiphany of, wait, is this girl really who I think she is? Because the Robin I know ain't sniffing up nobody's asshole. I'm just saying. Then it's also bringing light to Ascala to what type of person Giselle really is. So I'd be interested to see how this rolls out with her as the season goes on, because homegirl done got a daggone confessional now, child. So hopefully she's going to be talking some more because her lines have been really short. And I almost forgot her name several times. So I'm just saying. More Ascala, please, because we really don't even know what sis is about. So anyway, Robin calls Juan and he says he misses Robin, but he's been waking the boys up earlier. So apparently he wanted to throw it in her face that she ain't waking the boys up early enough. She been gone. And so now he got to do it. Somebody got to do it, I guess. Then he says, Robin, I got to go. I'm getting a shape up, which I kind of, At first I thought that was rude, but then I know, like, even with my husband, he ain't trying to talk to me in a barber chair. Now the barber can be talking to everybody in the daggone barber shop, but you bet your ass that the person in that chair better not be talking on the phone while the barber is trying to cut their hair. So I get it, but Warren just seems like a no nonsense type of guy anyway. Like, he ain't got time to be half his time wasted. Get to the point, tell me what you want, and get up off my damn phone. Just get on with it, all right? So I think that's basically kind of what was going on there as well. So Karen asked Candace if she can come, Karen is at the cottage and she calls Candace in the next scene to see if she can come over there and get her makeup done. And her and a scholar go over to the big house, because that's what that is, that Candace, Giselle, and Robin is in. That's the damn big house. And Mia lets them in, which Mia got this kind of Vanna White walk going with her. I don't know what to think of it. Like, everywhere it's like she posing. Hey everybody, come on in. Like, everywhere she just poses every damn way. I don't know what to think of that, but okay, I still like you, Mia. Anyway, moving right along. Wendy stayed behind because she was doing some political commentary, and then she will come over to the house after she's done. I like how they show Wendy still doing all the things that they were talking about. She was too prestigious, to be acting the way she is, because she does them. She's still doing them and doing them well, obviously, and still showing her tatas here and there if she wants to. So kudos to Wendy. Keep doing what you want to do and don't worry about what nobody else thinks, namely Giselle. So then the next scene, it shows Ashley is at the house with the babies. And of course, Ashley got that titty in the baby's mouth, child. I'm just looking forward to seeing Ashley's titties all damn season, okay? Go breast, all right? The boob is the best, all right? So I guess we just gonna see. We saw her damn placenta, child, and we gonna see the baby Dylan suckling at the teat all season. So just buckle up and get ready, y'all. So Michael comes in and gives her a ring with all their birthdays on it. So it has the boys' birthstone, birthstone, Ashley's, and Michael's on there. Then Ashley says her down there area is hurting and she needs to take a bath, because I guess Ashley was sitting over there roasting and stinking, child. So she needed to go on and wash it on up. And then she's talking about how her and what's her face, Michael, ain't been doing nothing. So maybe it's because you need to wash your tail. I don't know. I'm just making an observation. So I guess they just needed to show Ashley in some type of way this episode, because she's not at the house. So they just show her getting suckled at the teat at the house. So she's fulfilled her requirement to get paid for the episode. So moving right along. Everyone is at the pool and they all discuss how Robin is always coming to Giselle's defense, even when she is wrong. Giselle says they think different. Her and Robin think differently, and Robin does call her out when she's wrong, meaning Robin calls Giselle out when she's wrong, which I don't agree with that. Robin says, I hear rumors about me all the time, but I choose not to care. Wendy walks in, and then Giselle says to her, I'm here to talk whenever you are ready. Wendy kind of turns her head and Giselle says, I want to talk to you, not your braids. First of all, Giselle, you can't tell somebody when they should be ready to receive any type of bullshit apology that you're going to give her, because it is some bullshit. You don't really give a good goddamn to apologize to that woman, okay? If you really cared about her, you wouldn't have sent Ashley, your henchman, to go and blow up the whole situation. Ashley and her pump didn't even have to get involved. You could have had a conversation with Wendy by yourself, but yeah, you want to send Ashley to do your dirty work. That's just what you've been doing. It would be so much better if you would just claim your foolishness instead of trying to sweeten it up. You can't sweeten shit, okay? I'm just saying. So moving right along. Robin asks a scholar to come play tennis with them. So Mia talks about her first cesarean and says her first husband was at the club and brought the PlayStation to the hospital. That's fucked up. Candace asks the ladies to be on teams to audition for her video. They make up a routine, and Giselle, Robin, and Mia do a routine together, and Ascala and Wendy do a dance together. And Karen says she... So Robin, Giselle, and Ascala go first, right? And then Karen says Giselle looks a mess. But she was a good sport. And she said she got up there and flapped her vagina, child. I almost... Do y'all know what a flapping vagina look like? That's a very used up vagina. I'm just saying. nobody's vagina should be flapping. Okay. So I don't think that was a compliment in the least. Okay. So moving right along. So then Ascala and Wendy do their little whatever they call that, and then Karen does a routine by herself. Then of course Giselle has something to say. So Giselle says she feels sorry for Ray and she should send him a stripper because of what Karen was doing. Girl, first of all, Ray and Karen old as sin. Ain't nobody got time to be getting nobody no daggone stripper, and they ain't worrying about all them actions and contractions. Let her be. She looked cute in her little outfit or whatever, in her half a twerk. It did what it was supposed to do. It gave what it needed to give. Okay. Moving right along. So Candace chooses a winner, and it was Karen. So I hope that that's kind of like an olive branch for them to start to move forward, Candace and Karen, because I feel like Candace is still kind of not kind of, is still holding over Karen's head that she didn't automatically choose her side from when her and Monique had their tiff. So hopefully Candace can continue to grow up and get over things, and that could be the next thing for her to grow up and get over. So moving right along, Karen arrives to be sworn in as ambassador of Surrey County, and Ray is there with flowers along with her family. She accepts her award and mentions her parents. Ray comes up and says he's proud of her and announces that she has an expansion. He's proud of her and says, go ahead and mention everything that's going on. And so then Karen says, "Oh yeah, we are having an expansion to the Ladam business. We're expanding to an aromatherapy line, and then we're going to have Ladam candles for the home." So Wendy is looking like, didn't I just come over your house to get advice for some damn candles? You ain't telling me you had no candles coming out. Which, here's my thing. Karen is not entitled to tell Wendy every single product that she has coming out. She did give Wendy advice, but Wendy don't even have the money to go ahead and put this joker into production. So Karen probably was already doing candles well before Wendy even thought about it. So in that case, I hope Wendy doesn't make this a thing. They have made developments in their relationship, and I really wouldn't want her to look at this as a negative thing. But y'all notice how Ray was being a little shady, because Karen did tell Ray about the little candle. So Ray, why you get up there? Did the production tell Ray to get up there and do that? Because Ray ain't shady. Interesting. I'm watching you, Mr. Raymond. All right, moving right along. So Karen says her candle is different from Wendy's. It has 3 wicks and Wendy's has 1. I'm just saying. Kudos, Karen. I'm going to buy your candle too. I bought that good old Mia's. I'm going to buy yours too, child, when it come out. So Candace says they need to all get along. And what is it as they're all playing tennis? So clearly Robin and Giselle beat the brakes off Candace and Ascala. They did not do a good job. So I guess the thing was the loser had to rub the other team's feet. So as they're supposedly, Candace and Ascala supposedly doing whatever they're supposed to do to Robin and Giselle's feet, Candace says they need to all get along and asks what is it going to take to do so, because Giselle got issues with damn near everybody in the house right now. She really on thin ice with Wendy, and her and Karen got an ongoing thing going on. And then Candace says Robin has association beef with Wendy. Then Robin says she's not inviting Wendy to her wedding, her non-existent Never Never Land wedding. That's never going to happen. Okay, Robin, are you invited to the wedding? I'm just saying. Whatever. So Candace says they need to stop the mess because it's taunting behavior, what they're doing. I just really don't understand how Giselle and Robin don't think that the stuff that they do is stupid. I just imagine that people that do stupid things, deep within their soul, they find the error of the ways of their stupidity, and they find a way out of the turmoil that is their stupidity. I don't know if Robin or Giselle will ever find that path. It doesn't seem that they're looking for it, but I really hope they find that path at some point. So in the next scene, Mia, Wendy, and Karen go to 7-Eleven in Surrey County. Mia says that it was exciting to go to 7-Eleven because G doesn't let her go to 7-Eleven. Then Mia tells them in the car, and then Mia had a little shade. She said, yeah, this is about the most exciting thing in this town. Mia, you trying to make fun of Surrey County? Is 7-Eleven really the only nice or fun thing that they have going on in that town? You tried it, but it was funny. But anyway, Mia says, Mia tells them in the car, if you're going to be a weak bitch, you shouldn't be in the group, basically saying that Giselle said that about Wendy. And Giselle actually didn't say that. Giselle actually said, well, if that's the case, maybe shouldn't be, basically, because Candace was telling Giselle that Eddie is a trigger point for her and that they should just stop messing with her and talking about her husband. If they know that's a trigger point for her, don't even bother her about it. So Giselle responds to Candace. This is after the whole ordeal where Wendy read her ass for filth. She says, well, if that's the case, maybe she shouldn't be a part of this group, and you can't, in this group you can't crumble. So maybe she really can't hang if that's really bothering her that much. So in response to Candace telling them that Wendy's husband is her trigger, that's what Giselle said. So Mia comes downstairs while everyone is getting ready for dinner, because this is the next scene where they're all getting ready to go sit around the table together. So Karen calls Candace and asks her, production, y'all are so shady. And asks her, what's the attire for the night? She says, no jeans or anything, like really, really dress up and wear something nice. And then they peruse the camera right over to that tacky ass Giselle, where she got some damn jeans on. Everybody else dressed nice, but she got some jeans on. So I guess she ain't get the memo. So then they show Escala, Karen, and Wendy coming into the house. And Karen shows Escala coming downstairs. So Escala and Wendy came downstairs. Karen was waiting on them. And Karen shows Escala the key to the city that she got from Surrey County. And then Mia tells Giselle and all the other girls over at the big house about Surrey County and says that she had a good time with Wendy. Karen, Wendy, and Escala eventually walk into the big house, and then Candace checks on the food and tells the ladies that it is ready. So it's a buffet style, so they all get their own food and they sit down. Candace poses a toast to friendship and forgiveness. And then Mia says, now that we have tequila in our system, everybody should be good, right? Meaning, trying to set the precedence for this to be a good night. So all of a sudden, Juan calls Robin, which I feel like Juan called Robin because Robin must have texted him and said, hey, call me real quick because I'm gonna say something real quick. She just really wanted to start some shit. I guess she just really wanted to have a moment to shine. So she used Juan, which is probably the last person that you ever want to use for some drama. Because like I said earlier, homeboy ain't trying to be in the middle of nobody's bullshit, okay? So Juan calls Robin and Robin answers the phone and says, hi, my non-existent partner. Apparently our relationship is fake and it's some bullshit. So Juan says, what are you talking about? Whatever, bye, and hangs up on her. Because I told you, he ain't got time for nobody's foolishness. So Robin then says to Wendy, because I guess Wendy wasn't giving her, she was giving nothing. She was like, I'm not even paying y'all heifers no daggone attention. I'm not even going to smoke signal your ass, okay? I'm going to eat my food in peace. I'm going to go back to my little cottage. I'm going to lay my head down, talk to my husband, and get this little trip over with. I ain't got time for you and Robin and Giselle. I ain't got time. So Wendy says, Robin says, are you going to ignore me too, or are you just going to ignore Giselle? So Wendy says, great question. No, I'm not going to ignore you. She says, she said, in the course of my conversation with Giselle, you took offense to anything. If you took offense to anything I said, I apologize. So Wendy basically apologized to Robin for saying that her relationship was non-existent but Robin did stick her 2 cents in, like she always sticking her toe in the water when it comes to Giselle. Like, girl, let Giselle fight her own damn battle. She is not a weak woman at all. Okay. Well, with her friends, with her man, that's another story. But anyway, Robin says, I removed she was saying, I remember a year ago you were screaming the loudest at my engagement party, which I remember that. Wendy was like jumping up and down like she knew Robin for years. And I'm like, girl, did y'all have Siamese twins together or something? I don't understand. What is the connection? Why are you so excited? Like, you knew Robin in college and you knew the whole love story of that and her and Juan. You were doing the most. Her friends that have known her for years that was there didn't do all that you did. So yeah, that was a little bit suspect. But anyway. So Robin says, apparently, if you did all of that and now you telling me my relationship is fake and it came to you so quick to be able to say something so negative, then the love that you gave was actually very fake. Okay. So you didn't care about my relationship or me at all for you to be so free and willing to say something like that right off the cuff. And she says that she thought Robin would have been. So then Wendy tells Robin she thought that Robin, of all people, would have been happy for her getting the mommy makeover because she is one of those people that seems to identify most with not doing anything for yourself and only doing things for your family. And finally, Wendy was able to do something for herself. She feels like, she was not supported by her friend Robin. Okay. And then she says, she doesn't appreciate how Robin is always defending Giselle. Like she said it in the confessional, which I wish she would have said it to Robin. It's like she was like, Robin, you're getting so upset over what I said about your relationship, but you're still brushing over the fact that you continue to enable Giselle and her issues with messing with everybody else's relationship. But as long as she's not messing with yours, obviously you're not going to feel her wrath. But everybody else, meaning me as one of them, everybody's getting tired of that from her. And it's really annoying that you don't stand up for anybody and you basically co-sign all of Giselle's BS, which I'm over it too. I want Robin to just have her own moment, which I think she tried to make this a moment, but it's still surrounding Giselle in some kind of way. So I don't know. Hopefully this changes. So moving right along, Mia says, "Can we talk about your real issue?" Wendy said, "I want to know why the moment I left the house, you said I'm a weak bitch." She said that to Giselle, which of course, as we said earlier, Giselle actually did not say that. But in my opinion, that's sort of what Giselle was saying. Like she didn't actually say the words weak bitch, but it's the same thing. From what she said, you're basically calling Wendy weak if she can't be around the group because you talking about her husband. You catch the spiral effect here? Hmm. Mia says that's how she may very well may not have said those exact words, but that's how she interpreted it. So everyone says Giselle did not call her a weak bitch. And Wendy says to Giselle, whether you apologize to me at all, it doesn't matter. She was like, I'm in a committed relationship with Eddie, and that's all that I need. And Giselle says, whenever Wendy's ready to talk, she's ready to talk about it too. And then Karen champions Wendy by co-signing what all the stuff that Wendy was saying. So this week's episode was kind of, it was just kind of, I guess because we had such a climax of events last episode the episode before this one, that this one is just kind of like bringing us back down. But I was really hoping to see the salad situation go on. Like I'm gonna need the salad to come up soon, okay? Because I don't want no more half-ass, sort of good, kind of dry episodes like this one. Not to say I need like super califragilistic drama every single episode, but I could have did more this time. This one was a little whatever. So we'll see what next week brings. Again, thank you guys for watching. I am Shay Renee, and you are watching Shay Renee Online, and I will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I bring my raggedy ass back on your camera. All right? I will see you soon. Ciao.